Hello, good day everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to configure your ISPTik web application for desktop version using Oracle VirtualBox. So let's open VirtualBox and then just give it some time. I already have set up mine, so uh, if you have the file the .ova downloaded, you just have to go to file and then import and then browse uh, for the location and then open and then next and then finish. Alright, so now if you have successfully imported your ISPTik server web app, you just have to select it and then start, and then it will power up. It says here powering VM up. Just give it some time for at least about 1 minute or 2 minutes. This is actually a walkthrough. I will also cover here how to activate your software using a license key, and then perhaps microtik configuration if time will fit. Okay, so just give it some time. Our server now is loading. This is actually Ubuntu server. Just give it some time and then loading necessary services, applications. You can actually configure ISPTik if you like, or if you are like if you have something like Prosmox or VMware, you can actually import the .ova into that appliances, into that virtual machine or the type 1 hypervisor. So in our case, for beginner purposes, for simplicity sake, we do it on a VirtualBox. So once you hit this point of the server, just minimize it. So uh, we don't need to log in from the server terminal. Just have to open your browser and then type localhost. Okay, so localhost. So now I have here my ISPTik server not activated. Actually, this is not yet activated. So you need a license to activate the software, although you can actually hit the login, but it will redirect you to the login page or the microtek setup page if the software is not activated. In other words, you need a license key to fully explore the web app. So I recommend that getting a license key in order for you to explore the program. It is actually so cheap, and then just make sure that you are into internet service providing business using microtik. Okay, so let's try to activate the software. So I have here some license. Okay, activate, and then I will just have to control V because paste is not working in the web app. So let's try to activate, and then the activation box appears. Let's just input an email and then check this, redirect to login, and then activate license. So it says, sorry, we cannot proceed to the activation for either of following reason. First, your license key is not yet marked as available. Please wait at the moment. Or the input license is already used by another users. So since I have already used the license from the other users, so it will not permit activations. So in case you encounter such errors, please contact me, or just contact me on our Facebook group. Okay, anyway, you just have to get this license to make it working. Okay, so it's not actually permitting. So if in case we have a fully working license, okay, so just wait for a moment, I will make some adjustments. Okay, I will make some adjustments. I will make adjustments on my server, on my license server, to mark my license, to mark my input license as available. Okay, so there will be a time that license will not be available for the reasons of security. So in order to secure the web app and the entire applications. So now I will repeat the process. I will activate again using the license. Okay, and then activate, and then type my email address, and then redirect to login. So when I click activate license, okay, so it will perform some task. Okay, some task, and then okay, so now it is fully activated, and then I am being redirected to MikroTik setup page. Okay, so now initially we have included the dark mode theme for our MikroTik. So let's set up first our IP address. So I have my MikroTik in this IP address, and then so let's try to okay, so save settings. So check the modalities, IP address, ports, and then username and passwords. Okay, so we are now at our fully activated ISPTik. So don't worry, even though the dark mode is implemented as of version 2.3, you can still go back to the classic theme, which is the light. So just click apply, and then it will load the necessary things to go back with the classic or the light look and feel of the web app. So initially, I have my 5 PPPoE, I have my 3 hotspot active users. So I am now connected with my MikroTik. So first thing first, I have created actually a menu or tab for essentials. So if you are new or you are first to set up your ISPTik, you need to click on MikroTik. Okay, so since we have been prompted already about the IP address, the username and the password, and the API provided, as long as the API port is correct. So our goal now is to select the interface for our ISP or one, so that when we go back to the dashboard, specifically for the billing system, we will now get the actual traffic or usage, as well as if we go to the graph monitor for the entire bandwidth utilization. Okay, So you have also here the current runtime, router board, model, and then version, and then the pre-memory, and then the CPU load. So there you go. So that is how easy to set up your ISPTik web app. So uh, what else? So essentials. So I have subscriptions. So if you have subscriptions, it is actually is divided into three different kinds of subscriptions. You could have PPP, triple PoE profiles, or your DHCP server for DHCP based ISP service provider, or your hotspot service profiles. So if you have PPPO profiles, you just have to click on the PPPoE profiles tab, and then it will load or list down all the profiles entries from your MikroTik. So as the information says, so these features allows you to see PPPP profiles entries of your MikroTik router. To bind the existing profile to the billing system, just click the bind button along with it. Important reminder, please remove all spaces on the profile name before saving. So just a quick note, uh, for smooth operation, ISPTik doesn't allow you to input such profiles with spaces. So if you are going to bind particular, or if you're going to create profiles, make sure that it has no space or white space in it. Just like here, 3 Mbps, it is all written straightforward. Okay. And then the binding process goes with, so for example, if I have 3 Mbps, so you need to click the bind and then set the price. Okay, this is for the price, so 9999, etc. Okay, so anything depending on your P2P or ISP setup, as well as the DHCP server. You have also may want to bind uh, for this is actually for the DHCP setup, and then as well as for the hotspot profile. If you are going to bind, you know, price is the primary requirement. Okay, because that is actually refers to the subscriptions in your ISP business. So we have for PPPoE, the classic triple PoE, and then the ECP server, and then the hotspot. This is actually as per my experience. Okay, so essentials, you have also providers. So you have to set up providers. So if you have something like ISP providers, you can input it here, and then payment terms, so that ISPTik will know, the current cash flow, or the movement of cash, the movement of money within your ISP business. Okay, so provider addresses, etc. Okay, and then you have from essentials also, you have business. So you need also to set up your image logo, and then your business name, and then your address, contact number, and then your currency, and then your date started, the actual date when your business was started. As well as you have business, you have materials. Okay, so basically these materials is the things that your business is currently using. Okay, from routers, cable connectors, of course. On materials, you need to have a provider. Okay, so it is basically set up here sequentially, so that you don't miss out informations, you didn't miss out modalities or requirements. So materials, and then we have also clients. So clients, it is where actually you set your client's name, etc. And then services, oh no, clients, and then modems. So basically, if you have clients in your P2P business, might as well it is using a modem to access or gain connections from your ISP, from your business ISP business. And we have also PPOE. So in this PPOE, this is actually the account that a particular client is buying. So actually, to set up your PPPoE, if you have an existing MikroTik which has PPPoE entries or secrets or active, you can actually one-click import that. Okay? So right now, I have here at my current active PPPoE, which is not yet a part of not yet part of the billing or the billing system. So if I want to import all my PPPoE client from my MikroTik, so I will just have to click triple P and then from the secret entries. So these are actually the entries or the PPP accounts from your MikroTik. And then you just need to import that and then mark the date of import. So for example, today, New Year's Day, and then proceed. So this will import all the entries here or from your MikroTik. This will import all the entries and then import, proceed, and then it will be added automatically to your clients. Okay, I think I have discussed this on my previous tutorial. Okay, so it will be loaded here, although names are basically from the names from their PPA account. You just need to edit that to their actual names, and as well as it will have PPP accounts according to their what is this, according to their names or accounts under PPA. Anyway, let's just do it for demonstration purposes. So if I will go on PPPoE, which is I'm right here right now. Okay, so secrets. So this is actually a fresh installations of ISPTik. So there's no from business. Okay, there's no client yet. Okay, and from subscriptions, there's no subscriptions yet, although I can read my subscriptions or profiles from my MikroTik. Now, so let's go to PPO profiles. Since I am running a triple POE server, I would have to define I will define all the profiles. So 3 Mbps is 300. So save it. So once it is bind, it will not appear on the list. Okay, because it is already added to the database. So for 5, so this is actually my actual pricing. So for 10, I have 1,000. So I implemented a 1 Mbps 100 pesos. Okay, so save. This is important. Before continuing to import, make sure that you know profiles that is using your PPP account is added to the database. So from this table, subscription entries, this is all the profiles that your P2P or MikroTik PPP accounts is being used. So you need this before proceeding to import. So that's it. So you have defined your subscriptions, and then once you have defined or bind your subscriptions with the actual price, you can now proceed to PPPoE. Just imagine if you have something like, hundreds of clients already loaded to your MikroTik, and just, one by one, inputting it here would consume time. So that's why we implemented this kind of stuff or facility. Import, one click import, just click on import, and then you have like today, and then proceed. So MikroTik secret entry successfully imported. So once it is imported, it will not appear here. It will not appear here. Okay, and then we have, if we will go back to the clients, you have now your clients. This is actually based on their PPP accounts, as well as if we go back to internet, PPPoE. Okay, you have now your accounts, okay, with the corresponding profiles. Okay, so let's go back to the clients. Now you just have to edit this according to their real names. So client name, first name, last name, etc., and then the address, and then PPPoE, new modem, etc., location, head end, and then save changes. So that's it. That's how simple it is. Okay, that's how simple it is. Now, for remote access, all are listed from the settings. So for email notification services, you have your Gmail with I think less secure apps is disabled as of May. Google, rightfully disabled, but there are workarounds. Just search for the workaround. I think it works fine. Now for SMS, you need to have a Twilio account. Okay, so just follow what is required here, and then for the remote, you have your zero tier, and then you just have to replace this with your zero tier network ID. Okay, so maybe next time I will show you how to configure zero tier, but this is very simple. Just follow tutorials on how to set up your zero tier remote access. Okay, and then save. Oh, that's it. So what are the changes? Basically the changes for version 2.3, it was just a matter of GUI enhancement, bug fixes, dark mode theme and bug fixes, and then Linux security updates. Okay, so we are using, long-term support for our desktop version, as well as the version for ARM for Orange Pi. I think it's gonna be released soon, right after, we stabilize the version for the desktop. So I need some feedback. Okay, so that's it. So that's it, your business. So basically that's how things work on ISPTik. So I hope everything is clarified from activation to installation, and then to the setup of MikroTik, and then the one-click import facility for your PPP accounts. And there is no radius yet. Support, because I think ISPTik is best for startups ranging P2P clients or ISP business clients from 500 below subscribers. Okay, so we have dark. So this is actually the main uh, to look for our updates. So we have here Ubuntu. Okay, so how many? 25 minutes. This is kind of too much. Okay, so this is actually what it looks like. I guess the internet connection is having some problem. Okay, so this is it. ISPTik with dark mode. Five clients I already imported. So IoT controllers. So let's head back to clients. Okay. So the theming engine is we use, we replicated, we just mimic the theming engine or the theming scheme for the firehole. Again, for mobile view, this is actually also compatible with mobile view, so there's no problem. Although it takes some time, it really depends on your internet connections. Okay, so basically that is it. But anyways, I advise you use ISPTik for your internal accounting. Do not use ISPTik to open, ports unless you know what you're doing. Okay, the ISPTik is for accounting, monitoring purposes, to have a bird's eye view of your ISP business. That is the main goal of your ISPTik for startups and small scale ISP businesses. Okay. So settings, so themes. So let's go back to live. The video is taking too long. Anyways, make just make it, times 0.25 when you play the video. Okay. So dark, light, and then we have auto. I think auto is dark also. Depends on the situation or the current setup of your operating system. Auto is kind of like dark. But there's a cool thing also I want to show you. Okay. There are more than just light and dark for auto. You could actually hit users, and then you have explicitly typed the command apply underscore theme, and then default dash darker. So I didn't include this on the list of themes, but it's kind of nifty. It's kind of cool. Darker, from dark, it's going to be darker, especially when you log out. Emphasis of dark mode is actually very dominant, very prominent. Okay, so that's it. So once activated, you will not see the activate button, the red activate button here. It will just, be the login. Same as always, multi-microtik, but operating or connecting to your multiple microtik, you need to log in log out and then log in first. Okay? So let's go back to dark. So the basic dark. So that just complement. Okay, so 30. So that's it. Thank you for your 30 minutes. And then Happy New Year.